Sorry for that interruption, folks, and welcome back to Executive Corner Expert Talks, where we're joined by Mr Mizanur Rahaman, CEO of 𝐊𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐧𝐞, a company that helps their clients run businesses with IT software, marketing, and telecom services. The whole package. Welcome to the show, Mizanur. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Holly. Give me the nice opportunity.
It's great to have you on the show. First of all, how can businesses conceptualize their ideas with your software services?
Yeah, let me introduce a little bit about 𝐊𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐧𝐞. Like we have our software backend office located in Bangladesh. So our objective is to provide a customer a cost-effective service with highly expert programmers. So basically, the business idea in the software service is our innovative approach to help a startup and a small business. There are a couple of people I found around us. They have the entrepreneurship mentality, and many of them have innovative idea, but fear about cost to see them in reality. We are actually helping small business startups and business idea people, give them courage, confidence, and the right consultation so that they have the opportunity to implement their idea in terms of reality. Our approach is to our customer, like, let's start with simple and with a cost-effective way. We are helping a small business in many ways. First of all, we listen very carefully their idea and the requirements. Then we analyze this in terms of reality. So we divide whole project in several phases, and then we approach our customer. Let's start with simple. So as you know, like there are different nature of market labor cost, like in Australia and Bangladesh. So we have our offshore team located in Bangladesh who are expert in software, and we are actually have we did some study that about 30 to 60% cost saving from different software role comparing to Australia, and we are actually distribute our benefit of cost saving to our customers in Australia. So in a conclusion, like when we start a discussion with a business, I try with the business owner discussion their budget and their nature and what they want to do, and I understand their business tone, and then I start very simple with them because they are actually a startup and they have constant in money. So I start with them beginning with website, and then they have some fundamental requirements of their business integration that we need to integrate with the websites and with the IT systems. And definitely many startups don't know what is the benefit of digital marketing, and they have many things need to do in on-site, on-page optimization. So initially we give them 1 month free SEO optimization, on-page optimization service that let them understand like they are confident with us and they have the opportunity to grow. So this is our model. We are helping the idea-based business to develop in Australia.
Right. That makes perfect sense, and I got to say it's completely understandable that obviously capital and financing is a concern for especially small businesses and startups. So it's great that you keep those in mind. Now we know that COVID-19 brought havoc into the business world, so now to revive it, proactive customer experiences are a must. In your opinion, how could businesses capture better market share during the recovery from the pandemic?
Yes, we had a great loss in the pandemic time, and many business opportunity becomes a narrow down this time. It means the competition increased a lot with small scopes, and many providers is fighting for these small scopes. So I have lost many projects recently due to next wave of the COVID. So all these are actually, I think, is a matter of lesson for us, and do the necessary steps and preparation for the next stage, like when the COVID situation will be recovered. So I believe we need to utilize this pandemic time very well. It can be different for different company nature and their business. For example, in my case, I have software IT team. So for software team, I actually engage them busy with development my own products that will be we can launch after the COVID situation. So by this fashion, our software teams remain busy. Secondly, my IT team, actually they are busy with some upskilling. I have partnership with Cisco, AWS, Oracle, Ariaka, and many other vendors, partners here. So we have many options to upskill them. Personally, myself, I am utilizing this time, creating more networks, giving times on social media, and creating backlinks and relationships. And when I get some leisure times, sometimes, then I try to upskill, I think, which will be potential for me in future.
It's great to hear that you've been taking advantage of your time like that, and you've really been using it to develop your services as well. And as you mentioned, obviously preparation is key, especially for unprecedented and uncertain times like these. Now we know a vast number of employees now work remotely, so what tips can you give them to make a workforce a security frontline in these circumstances?
Yeah, the next decade, one of the biggest challenge are security breaches. I think there are three big. Actually, these three bigs are mostly affected. First of all is internet, like the source of attack. Secondly, the email, the attack vector. And thirdly, the endpoint, the target of the attack. So when you are in internet, you are browsing some websites, some links, some social media. That means you are actually you are doing some activities in other media. So these are the source of most attackers. They do the launch their service in this media. And then we found like email. This is the first vector where most of the breach happens. In a study in 2020, we found that 95% of breaches happened with the email. So the third one is like the attackers are targeting the endpoint. It can be your mobile device, it can be a laptop, it can be any device that we're using for collaboration purpose, even the Wi-Fi. So it is very important for us to secure our internet accessible device. So like now internet becomes the fundamental needs for our daily life. So I think we should keep some budget for our security purpose. It can be some subscription from security point of view. There are a couple of subscription monthly or yearly. So I do suggest users, they do some research and research like which package is suitable for them and what is the global ranking for them, and take the purchase some subscription for security purpose. And if it's there are some service with the VPN features available, that is my recommendation if it's possible. In parallel, this is one side is preparation, but there is another big thing that we need to do, that are like we need to have the common understanding. We have the necessary awareness about how to protect ourselves, because we have the car to ride, but we have the rules how to ride. So we need to know what we need to do in internet and what we can't do. For example, when an email comes, especially with some links, some attachment, a user must need to verify email sender email address very carefully. Sometimes email address have some tricks in a way that general people, they have not enough knowledge to understand whether they will click the link or attachment, because hackers, they are running the boot software, they're running some script inside, and once you accept the link or attachment, actually you are allowing the access of the hackers. They are running the bot, they are taking your informations, they are taking what you are typing, what is your password, and then they are attacking your personal information and banking system. So we need to be very careful for this.
Absolutely, and some of that stuff is really shocking to hear. As a matter of fact, I'm sure most people aren't aware that email can be such a vulnerable aspect that is often vulnerable to breaches of security in their business. Just before we wrap up now, which recent developments in the telecom solutions space do you think have the ability to change the future paradigms forever?
Yep, I think this is, of course, the 5G technology, the innovation and development. From the year 1981 to 2008, a lot of telecommunication technology exists. Starting from AMS, then CDMA, CDMA1X, CDMA1X, Revision B, GSM, eVideo, Edge, 3G. A lot of technology was there. But when the technology comes 4G LTE from the year 2008, actually it changes a lot, because previous investors, they need to invest in one technology and then immediately then the technology changes and they are not getting return from their investment and they need to upgrade the new technology. But what is the beginning from LTE technology? I should say like 3GPP release 11 in the year 2008 or 11. In this feature, there is a carrier aggregation feature, which means different frequency can be aggregate and a user can receive high speed. I have tested in abroad like 650 Mbps in a single mobile phone. So that means that's a great breakthrough. What happened in 5G? 5G is the evolution start from 3GPP release 15. So there are massive changes. 5G support, cloud core, virtualization, slicing core, ORAN, and many things.
Absolutely.
So the most important thing is, 5G is the 5G support abundant frequency, a lot of frequency. So that means 5G is not only for operator, it's many sectors can utilize the 5G. And the second thing is 5G technology spectrum efficiency. That means we can provide it than before. So no other technology provides such speed. For example, 2 Gbps in a wireless device. So this is the space is really is alternative fiber. What is the other thing? The major thing is 5G. One of the feature is 1 millisecond latency. Actually, that enable many sectors, especially I should say like manufacturing sector. They are thinking 5G is a fundamental part of them because of this latency commitment.
Right, yeah, it obviously branches out to other sectors and other sectors can use it for their own devices, which is really key. And it shows what a revolutionary technology it is as well. So 5G is definitely something for us to keep an eye on. On that note, it's just about all we have time for today, but I've got to say thanks so much for joining our show. It's been great to hear your insights. Now viewers, if you've just joined us, we've had a stellar discussion with Mr Mizanur Rahaman of 𝐘𝐨𝐧𝐞. You can catch this edition of Executive Corner Expert Talks on the 𝐾𝐿𝐼𝐼𝐼 channel later today. But for now, thanks for your time and stay tuned to 𝐾𝐿𝐼𝐼 TV for more live updates.